Cardano, Kaspa, and ICP. Are they dead chains? Is it time to quit on them? We're going to talk about that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to give our one thing that we would recommend or that we think needs to happen for these projects to succeed. So we're going to go through those individually. We're also going to take a peek, obviously, at Bitcoin price action. And what we're seeing on some of the data with the funding rates, looks like a local bottom is in. Which ones have the most, I guess, the biggest chance to rally? Ethereum looks good. Certain altcoins look good. We're going to talk about that. Fed rate cuts in October jumped to 96%. Is that going to be another event that could potentially spur the markets? We have a crazy M2 money supply chart to show you. We're also going to talk about Chainlink's big partnership, XRP getting into DeFi via Flare Network, and Flare Network is up pretty big on the day. And we're going to take a look at the overall markets and, well, how one man is back in the limelight. 3 letters, starts with an S, ends with an F, has a middle letter, second letter of the alphabet. I'm sure you can figure it out. We got that and much, much more on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
Hola! It's your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, home of the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency content. Take old, boring, stale information, repackage all that thing up in an amazing Las Vegas, fun, entertaining kind of way. That's what we do here. We don't bore you to sleep like other channels do. Like, have you ever done a crypto stream marathon and just watched like 10 different crypto channels or streams? We bring the heat. Other people's bring the cold.
Also, what are your thoughts on cheerleaders?
What? What do you got?
Nothing. I just
No. It's a segue, I'm sure. What do you got?
None.
Go ahead.
We'll get to our spelling bee in a minute. All right. We're at a point in the cycle where people are getting fed up, they're confused, they're on edge. Their patience is running out. They start looking at their portfolio. This hasn't moved. What's going on with this one? Is this one dead? Is it dead? And so there's 3 projects that we've been advocates of on this channel. We talk about it all the time, Rob and I. We're not afraid to pivot. We're not afraid to change our minds with new information as it's presented. And we're not afraid to say we were wrong. And so we're going to talk about 3 of the projects that we've consistently been talking about on this channel: Cardano, ICP, and Kaspa. And we're going to answer the very important question: are these projects dead? We're going to talk about that. So with that being said, let's start with Kaspa. Kaspa is currently sitting at right under 8 cents. You take a look at the 1-year chart. Kaspa on the 1 year is down 50%. Opened the year a year ago today at 16.4 cents, and it's been down and to the right ever since then, with one spike. This was back in December, on my birthday, December 8th, to 18.86 cents. And then after that, it's been nothing but down and to the right. In fact, let me go ahead and pull up a chart here as well. Let's take a look at a Kaspa chart. And Rob, as I'm going through this, I want you to think of one thing that you would like to see from Kaspa that could potentially change people's minds or move the needle for the price and, of course, for the growth of the ecosystem. Let's take a look at a Kaspa chart. So pull it up here. I mean, this is a very, very long consolidation. We take a look at the last one we saw. This was when it topped at around 12 cents back in May. It went on a 41-day consolidation, and then the price moved up but failed to make a new high. Okay? Currently, we are at 1.5 times of what we saw last time, so 64 days of consolidation, and we're yet to make even attempt to breach the previous high, which is currently sitting at 11.72 cents. And so volume has significantly dropped. You take a look on their website, TPS is 9. They're getting 9 transactions per second, 10 blocks per second. And then if you scroll down, you can see active addresses over the last 90 days. You see some spikes. Take a look at the 30 days, with the 7-day. You saw a big spike on the 20th, and then it just goes from like 280,000 active addresses down to 13,000. Transaction count, obviously, with the active addresses, has plummeted from 8 million on the 15th of September down to a current amount of 236,000. Nodes, here you go. And then if you take a look at their tokens, the largest ecosystem token market cap is sub 30 million. And so I ask you, Rob, 1, do you think Kaspa is a dead chain? And 2, what is one change you would like to see made, or one thing you would like to see happen for the narrative around Kaspa and the price action to change?
Was there anything positive in that? No, I mean, I don't know if I missed it. Like,
It's seeing, well, I'm just kind of.
no, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, it was just like,
Well, I mean, okay.
it's pretty damning information. It's kind of where I'm getting at here. It's like, if you're a Kaspa fan, if you hold Kaspa, which, do we still hold Kaspa in our company account?
We do.
Yeah. So I don't personally have Kaspa.
I personally have Kaspa.
I had Kaspa, but I've moved it. I moved it out of there a while ago. Basically, I sold my Kaspa.
You sold almost the top. Good for you.
Now,
I like how you sell the tops and you don't even tell me until after the fact.
I also just move money around a lot. I'm very active in my portfolio, and so my tax accountant hates me, but I do move in and out of different projects very frequently. And so I don't announce my movement to you, David, even though sometimes I do, but
Thank you.
a lot of times I just move stuff around, and then I will say I kick myself in the butt a lot of times. I'm like, should have just stayed up. But anyways, if you hold Kaspa, what is the positives? Like, what can you say outside of sentiment and community and here down the road? Is there any like hard data or, you know, something that you're looking at, some on-chain statistics that are just like, hey man, this is really good, man. Like hold steady. Is there anything?
On-chain statistics? No. Hold on. My pitch to someone, if I was a Kaspa ambassador, my pitch would be this, right? Hey, we're the only proof of work that can get 10 blocks per second. We're the fastest to finality, and our throughput is fairly high. We just need the users and we need the adoption, right? But the platform is there. The tech is there. It's not all there, right? We still don't have smart contracts yet. So that would be my pitch. So you're talking about positive, that would be it. But if you look at strictly metrics, numbers, users, no, it's not.
Wait, the thing that I'm recognizing when it Kaspa is that they moved very fast in the early stages, right? They've made a lot of progress through their roadmap. They were moving very fast. I just haven't seen much as far as headline developments. I'm sure the team is working throughout the night at making the next roadmap. They're working on making things happen. I don't doubt it. We know the devs. We know the team. Like we're very familiar with the community. We were one of the biggest Kaspa channels out there. And so I'm not saying that like, hey, we've just waved the white flag. However, a lot of the progress that we were seeing and how fast things were changing has fundamentally slowed down. So that's the concerning part for me.
Well, let me just point something out though. Bitcoin launched when? White paper came out in 09, 08, 09.
Yeah, I can't compare Bitcoin.
Okay, so hold on.
It's an easy comparison.
No.
But,
and I'm not comparing in terms of like the metric.
No, you're talking about the length of time for it to get adoption and be taken seriously.
Well, even Cardano, who moves slow, right? They had an active founder and a team and people that were building. Kaspa's like, who wants to do it? Oh, KEF, yeah, KII, yeah, you guys do it. And well,
it takes time to build a successful business, whether it's a crypto blockchain or it's a brick and mortar retail. It just takes time for a business to develop, generally. However, in crypto, things do move very quickly. And if you don't move fast enough, well, you lose interest. The community will abandon your ass. And then the liquidity dries up. And then it's just hard to get out of that rut. And so it's hard to come out of a dark hole in crypto. Now, there's always a bear market, or at least there has historically been. And so all the cryptos go through the quote unquote dark hole, but they end up coming back. But at the same time, 90+% of cryptos that do go in the dark hole never come out. And so there are some that like Solana's a good example. Solana came out of nowhere, tons of hype, big community, very cool tech, did very well, moved very fast and through its roadmap. And then boom, here comes a bear market. I mean, it dropped over 90%, right? You went from over $200 to under $20. And so it went through a very dark space. People kind of wrote it off, but it came back. You know, so I'm not saying that if you do lose that, if you lose, like, I guess progress would be the term here. You lose that steam.
So what's your one fix? What's your one thing that you?
It's not one thing, man. You're right now. You showed lots of metrics. It's not one thing. You know, you would like to see a methodical road to utility and adoption, and I think that's it, right? Okay, so if you have no smart contracts, you have no DEX. If you have no DEX, then you know, like, what can you do? You can mint like tokens. So right now you can mint tokens. So right now the verse, like, okay, it's cool, it's fast, but it's missing an ecosystem. Without the smart contracts, it has no ecosystem. So I guess that's the first step would be get smart contracts out and running.
Apparently,
and there's the liquidity issue. They refuse to pay for listings, which, you know, hats off to them for that. But at the same time, well, then you're going to have a hard time getting any listings without providing the liquidity. It's just, that's how the world works. Like, let's just say you want to be a publicly traded company. You got to pay the SEC to go public. Costs over like $10 million or something like that, $6 million to go public. And that's just the price to be on that market. And so if you want to be on the markets like Coinbase and Binance, you got to pay. You got to foot the bill. Like, that's it.
For me, it's very simple. For me, I think Kaspa needs more time. Because of the fact that it doesn't have a foundation behind it, doesn't have a active founder. I know Jonathan Sampolinsky created it. I don't see him really being active. I'm not saying he doesn't do anything, but when I look at other projects like Charles Hoskinson and Anatoly Yakovenko and Gavin Wood.
David, don't you think time is the enemy in crypto? Because if 2 years from now the price hasn't caught up, do you think people are gonna want to, devs are gonna want to come in and build on it?
You know what I think?
Because time is
I think we're at in the market. In the maturity market, in the maturity of crypto, is if you're going to take time, you better build something, and you better have something.
The devs got to build
that doesn't compare to anything else on the market.
Okay,
and I think Kaspa has that.
Okay, I agree with you in taking time to build out your chain, but the thing is that there's game time, right? Here's the thing. Like, let's just take a sports analogy here. Okay, let's say you're a college football team or a professional football team, American football. You got to take the time to build out your roster. You got to practice. You got to everything's got to be working just perfectly right? You got to go into game day like ready. Game day is bull market. And so you need to build your chain. You need to have everything in place. You need to have your roster, have everything working well. Then go into the bull market and show people what your tech does. Now, if you're building your team, you don't show up on game day, you got no tech, bull market's here, everyone's throwing money around, everyone's building shit, and you're not there, you don't have a seat at the table, and then you're like, well, we'll be there next week, we'll be there. If you miss, like, if you miss this bull market, how the hell are you going to convince devs that are in short order to come in and build on your chain? And you miss a whole bull market. Like, give me one project, David. Give me one crypto that failed to launch in a bull market and then came back in the next bull market.
What do you mean failed to launch?
Let's give me one project from 2017 that did not rally in 2020 that's killing it now.
Launched in 2017, didn't rally in 2020, and is doing good
So
now.
did well in 2017.
Okay.
Did not do well in 2020.
Okay.
But now is doing good. Give me one.
Okay, okay. You're gonna have to give me some time. XRP,
Okay.
but court case.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair.
Okay, you got one there. Okay, we got one.
I mean, I would have to look through. I don't know if
the answer is very simple. There just isn't. If you miss a bull market, the time is your enemy. You miss a bull market, you're fucked. That's how it is, man. And so now you can make an argument that Kaspa did catch this bull market, that Kaspa did very well in the beginning of the bull market. But I'm just giving you an example that what happens if you lose steam when everything else is catching new adoption. I don't know.
The markets definitely forget very quickly, but for me,
Like, what about Radix? Radix started off pretty well, and then they died, right? Cardano did well last bull market.
Radix is, I mean,
Look at Cardano last bull market. Proof of work, very scalable. They paid to play though. They paid for listings, but still didn't help them. They kind of just flatlined.
it was at $21 in 2021.
There's always a lot of comparisons between Cardano and Kaspa.
So are you effectively saying, and this is the last thing I'll talk about with Kaspa, and then I want to move on to ICP. Are you effectively saying that if Kaspa can't break new all-time highs by the time this market cycle is over, that chain is done?
No, because it actually did well this bull market, right? And so when you look back historically, say we're 4 years from now, you'll say, hey, look, Kaspa launched, this was under a penny, and then it got up to 20 cents, and then, you know what, it just kind of trailed out. I'm just saying that if you're not a big player, and if you flash early and you don't sustain, it's hard to come back. Phantom's a good chain that comes to mind that did that. Phantom, they popped off. They had a big spark, right? They got a lot of interest, and then they just tapered off and has had a hard time coming back. THETA, I guess you could put in that group, but it actually did pretty well for a little while. It's just hard, man. There's a staying power that some of these cryptos have. Ethereum and XRP, obviously they've been around for a while, but they just have this community and they keep building. And there's more dApps coming out. There's always something kind of on the horizon. Same thing with Solana, even Cardano. I know we're going to get down into that rabbit hole, but Cardano's still number 10 on the market cap list. It's, it has great tech. It has its own issues as far as, what we would like to see out of it. And when you tout Cardano versus Solana, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Things need to change with Kaspa, bro. I'm just saying that like they need to come out with something, man. They need to come out with smart contracts, get some big liquidity listings. I'm not writing them off, but I'm also not buying.
You're not writing them off and you're not writing them on.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one I want to talk about is Internet Computer Protocol, ICP. If you look at the all-time chart, it's, yeah. I mean, I don't consider this all-time high. We all know. I'm not gonna go down.
Just slide the time there on the left.
I'm not gonna go.
Just remove that. There you go. That's more realistic of what.
I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole of the price and yada yada. Yeah. But for ICP, it's over the last 1 year down 52%, over the last 1 month down 13%, 7 day down 8%, and daily up 0.5%. you take a look at some of these numbers or tokenomics. I think the big thing with ICP, and you see it with Solana, right? Infinite supply, inflation, right? Minting tokens every day. But Solana can outpace that because it burns more than it mints, right? The usage is high. The problem when you have that sort of tokenomic system with not a lot of usage and volume, you print and flood the market with way more than you're actually using. We saw in a vacuum, what ICP's price did when Bob.Fund launched and the burn rate skyrocketed. ICP went up to $22, okay? You take a look here, and I was going down. I was trying to find total ICP burned. It's been steadily going up and to the right. Supply, that's kind of tailed off, seeing a jump back in April of this year. So before you answer the same question on ICP, I do want to give a big thank you. Today's show is brought to you by the #1 social casino in the entire world, Stake.us. In case you didn't know, they do have a mobile app, iOS and Android, that you can download and play. I was playing blackjack earlier. What is it the dealer always pulls a 20 or a 21 after they show 3 or 4? I did hit some really nice ones. Got lucky. I accidentally doubled on a soft 6. Got a 3, or excuse me, got like a 10, and then, yeah. I ended up winning. Anyways, if you want to have some fun, win some free stake cash, one, you're on the app also. Make sure you claim your 1 free stake cash every day. I know my boy HBAR Bean has been doing it every day. Said he's gotten like $90. Pretty cool for doing nothing, just logging in. Big thank you to Stake for being a channel partner. So, ICP, is it a dead project? And what is one thing ICP needs to send this thing into the stratosphere?
So the good thing about ICP is that they do have that ecosystem, right? They do have dApps. They do have the tech is very broad as far as what they offer. They cover a lot of verticals. They got smart contracts. They have AI. There's even meme coins in there. They got a lot. The only thing is that they're not seeing the market adoption, right? The users just.
Why do you think that is?
The users aren't moving over there.
What do you think that is?
I don't know, dude.
You think?
I think that's a broader question that they should ask internally and look at with some marketing people, and just say like, hey, like, what do we got to do to be the trending fun place, a place that people want to go?
You know what I look at? Caffeine AI is so dope. Have you seen? I mean, I haven't used it myself, but have you seen like videos of people using it to create apps? It's badass, bro. It's dope as shit. You can literally talk to the agent, the AI, the LLM, and without typing and not knowing anything about code. Hey, I want the app to be girly. Bam. I want it to do this. Bam. It codes everything for you. So when you have a amazing product, but you're not getting the usage, what is like the glaring answer to that? What can you point to and say that's the reason?
I think it's going to probably be the same answer for all of them. There's going to be more than one.
It's simple.
One thing.
It's marketing.
So you're putting it all on marketing?
If you come to me and you say, hey, man, open this restaurant, try some of this food. I'm like, wow, dude, that is the best food I've ever had in my life. You must be doing well. No, we're probably going to have to file for bankruptcy. Oh, well, why don't you, have you done any marketing? Have you tried to like get your name out there? No, not really. Okay, so then the problem lies in that. So, I don't know. To me, tech, amazing. What it's looking to do, amazing. It does what very few can do as far as technology. And caffeine is a game changer. And I saw Juicy Waffle said, caffeine AI gets released to the public mid-October on ICP. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I want to see more hype. I want to see people come on the chain. And once people get on the chain, is it a UI UX problem? I don't think so. You have projects like Oisty Wallet who are, I think, doing a good job of making it very retail friendly. So now let me ask you this question. When you think about ICP, do you think of it as a retail chain or an institution chain?
I don't know. Probably split down the middle, honestly.
Split down the middle?
Yeah. I mean, I think they are going for institutions and companies. I think that's kind of their direction that they're catering to. I mean, do you agree?
Yeah.
But I think that realistically,
Well, caffeine is all about retail.
yeah.
Caffeine is 100% retail. So you have that. Can they do both? Probably. They have a big team. They have the largest scientist team in the entire industry.
I'll just say that, back to your analogy about the restaurant. And so you can have the best restaurant, the best food, and you can spend a shit ton on marketing. But, a lot of time you just need the word of mouth, right? And I think that's what you need here out of ICP is word of mouth. I think that you need users that are using it and then out there on socials showing the progress that they're having on chain. It's the same like Jupiter. When Jupiter came out, everybody was using it. Everyone was like, hey man, go check out Jupiter. It was all over the place. It was like the trending thing to go, right? It's like a nightclub, right? A nightclub, the most popular nightclubs in town, sure, they'll do marketing, but a lot of the time, what gets people in a nightclub and in the most exclusive bars out here that have the long lines outside is word of mouth. It's the trending place. It's the place to go. It's like you come in town, taxi cab driver's like, this is where you want to go. You're going to a strip club, go to Spearmint Rhino. Like, there's a reason that Spearmint Rhino, for some reason, gets all the recommendations.
Why do you think that is?
But there's no marketing because it's word of mouth.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah. So, the end of the day, people just got to start using the dApps and then getting excited about them and then let that market itself, right? Let someone that is having a good time on a chain market itself. So your answer is that they need marketing top to bottom. I agree, but I think the marketing comes from people being excited to use a badass dApp. And maybe it's Caffeine AI. Maybe it's a Web3 game that uses it. Maybe it's a RWA play or stablecoin. I don't know what it is. But they got to get something. They got to hit a home run with something. They got to hit a home run with something where, hey, you see the daily transactions go up, and it's because everyone is using said chain or said dApp. So that's what I think.
So do you think ICP is dead?
No. But at the same time, they're not doing well.
I mean, look at this, right? And this has been a brutal sideways price action, right? We could really go like this, and you can take some of these as deviations. It's been 208 days between $4.32 and $5.68. So will it pay off? I think so. I'm like 70-30. Anything can happen, right? The market can move a lot faster than ICP adoption, or really not just picking on ICP here. Anything, like take 90 out of the top 100 cryptos. You can say that about all of them, right?
But
so
what happens if it drops under that support level that you just? I know you didn't draw a support level, but you did that little.
I mean, we're there.
Yeah.
We're literally there.
I mean,
you want to know what happens after that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're into the $3.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like, at what point do you say? At what point do you?
There's like no volume down here.
Jump ship, man.
I don't. For me personally, I have ICP. I'm not jumping ship yet. I believe in these guys, and so could I be wrong? Potentially. I don't think I'll be wrong. Maybe I will. But yeah,
I think the ICP will turn around. Kaspa, I don't know, man. It's not looking good. I don't see anything on the short term that's signaling to me that it's going to.
So you're more bullish on ICP over Kaspa?
Oh yeah.
That's a hard question for me.
Yeah. Give me 5-second explanation on why Kaspa is going to reverse.
Why it's going to reverse?
Yeah, and it's going to get back to all-time high.
People that want proof of work, but people that want a Bitcoin on steroids, they're going to use Kaspa.
Would you tell your family members, your brother, to go buy Kaspa right now?
That's a loaded question.
Loved ones. Like I will not tell someone right now to buy Kaspa. I won't tell you to do it. I won't tell a family member to do it. I'm not going to do it. So for me, that's an indictment. I don't want it.
I'll take it. I'll take your Kaspa.
Go.
Okay. I did a poll as we're talking through these projects.
Where's Kaspa at on the market cap list? It's number 50. You can buy Pump.Fund right there, and I promise you, Pump.Fund is going to outperform Kaspa in the short term.
Promise, huh? Anyways, is Kaspa dead? 55% of you said yes, 45% no. I'm ending the ICP poll right now. Is ICP dead? 64% of you said yes, and 35% of you, 36% of you said no. So majority of you believe ICP is dead. Now, the last one I want to talk about is Cardano. 82.4 cents. On the 1 year down, or excuse me, on the 1 year, it's up 115%. You notice the other two, they were down 50+%. 1 month down 5 and 7 day down 6.2%. You look at Cardano, this is one thing people always point to is this number right here, stablecoin market cap, 39 million, very paltry. Total TVL, 330 million. I think it's outside of the top 30 in terms of chains in TVL. It's a very, I think what we're seeing, this is my personal opinion. I think the shift we're seeing is a shift actual utility away from retail and into institutions. And I think that could work for Cardano because Rob, Cardano, Charles, they all hang their hats on, no downtime, the most secure, longevity, secure your value, like nothing's going to go wrong, everything's tested, throughput, yeah. Does retail care about that? Does the average person who just wants to make some money or the average person who wants to trade meme coins, do they give a shit that it's been up for 8 years and it has privacy and it has Laos? And do they care? The answer is no. Who does care? Who cares about stuff like that? It's institutions, people with money, people with businesses. And so, and I think we're starting to see that shift. Midnight, right? Pushing privacy, pushing customizability with the side chains. If they can't grab that, then I don't know. I think it's Cardano could potentially face some troubled waters ahead. But it's got everything there. It's just you're not capturing the retail trade, the traders. You don't have a major stablecoin in the ecosystem, but your tech is phenomenal. You've proven to be a leader not only in blockchain, but you've proven to know what the hell you're doing and create a product that works. That's been working for a solid 8 years. So if they don't capture any institutional side, money, flows, users, people, it could not be very good. So that's my case. And so my suggestion and what I'm looking for is twofold. One, get a fucking stable coin. Get USDC, get Tether. This whole talk about, they said it's going to cost this much, just fucking do it. Make it happen. You're seeing these brand new chains come on and they're grabbing these stable coins. I'm sure Cardano, who's the 10th largest one, if they wanted to get it done, they can get it done. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, really, really dig into Midnight, what it can do, privacy RWA, and pitch it to institutions. What I saw with India, I thought was great, right? That's the way I think Cardano needs to go. If your shtick is going to be we're the most technologically advanced, extended UTXO, liquid staking, yada, yada, this is all amazing, security, yes, perfect. Retail does not give a shit about that. Institutions do. That would be my recommendation. To me, Cardano is not a dead chain, but I think the next year, 2026 and 2027, I think will decide Cardano's fate. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are Cardano is a great play. I would not steer anybody away from holding Cardano, buying Cardano. You know, you're Cardano, you're all in on Cardano. Cool, man. Like, great. I'm all about it, man. I see why, and it makes a lot of sense to me. Now, where I differ from the community is that I think that there's going to be other big players, other top 20 projects, and I think a lot of the top 20 projects are going to outperform Cardano. That's what I think is going to happen. Do I think that Cardano will get to $1.50? Maybe $2. Maybe it sniffs $3 or goes beyond. Yeah. But are you going to crush it and kill it and make tons of money on Cardano, this bull market? Possibly, but I feel less likely compared to other chains.
What's your max base case for Cardano? Like not base case, your max super, you're so bullish.
$6.
And what drives it there? You still think retail?
It has to be. Institutions aren't picking up Cardano. You said that they're not. What is?
I'm not saying they're picking up Cardano. I'm saying that's
here. Look at this. Remember this article? U.S. to publish GDP on a blockchain. They chose a lot of blockchains. The U.S., which is going to have similar investment strategies as companies, they chose Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tron, Stellar, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon.
Isn't that just the published data?
Yeah. No stable coins needed here. You're just putting the data on a blockchain.
Why do you think that is?
The only thing that's not on here is XRP, which they don't really do data. So if you're going to put data storage on a blockchain, you went with ETH, you went with Solana, they went with Tron. Look at the list here. They went with ETH, Solana, Tron. They skipped Cardano. Avalanche, Stellar.
They skipped Sui. Why don't you say that?
Yeah, of course they skipped Sui. It's brand new. Nobody trusts it. And so they skipped Dogecoin, BNB,
okay, you can't.
Cardano.
No one's putting government shit on Doge, please, for the love of God. It would be kind of cool because of Doge government.
But that's what I'm saying. You are lumped into the same no category as Doge. That's my whole point.
So then what do you, I feel like you're kind of talking out of both sides of your mouth here, my friend.
What I'm not talking out of both sides of my mouth.
Okay.
I said you will make money on Cardano.
Okay.
But you're going to make.
Hold on. So your only saving grace for Cardano is retail to come in.
Yes.
Retail comes, hold on. Retail comes in, no stable coin. Yeah. There's some dApps, they don't use it. So the only thing is retail coming in and speculating. That's it?
Yep.
That's a pretty shitty fucking use case. That's a pretty
That's
a pretty shitty thesis. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, then
it's a shitty thesis.
Then what?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Explain to me.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not bashing you because I'm partially agreeing with you.
Then
but that's just sad.
If not retail, then give me a textbook example of what you would like to see Cardano do to get to that $5, $6 mark without retail. And what does that look like?
Without retail? It's what they just did with India. Working with governments. Sure, the U.S. government didn't pick them. Working with governments. Again, it's very simple. If you're not going to go after the retail traders, the retail users, and you're going to stick to the whole A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we're this, we're that, we're the best, we have layouts, okay, cool, privacy, we've been up, yes. Retail doesn't care. Solana's gone down 5 times. Why do people continue to launch on Solana? Why do people continue to trade on Solana? Why? Do they give a shit that it went down 5 times?
Here's the thing. So you brought up like what they did with India. They're a U.S.-based blockchain, and the U.S. didn't even use them. India had to go use them. That's my whole point is that I don't see a big adoption coming from countries. They've had little flashes in the pan. Well, then the Ethiopia thing kind of fell apart. It did fall apart. There are some other. I know they have one in Kenya that they're doing. That they have that Cardano did. I don't know how that's doing. I haven't looked at it in a while. But I mean, you gotta get retail on board. Like even retail's excited about Bitcoin. Retail's excited about ETH. I mean, I look at all the other top 10 projects. Retail is behind all of it. Maybe BNB, but even retail kind of pumps up the BNB chain, right? Solana,
no, CZ
retail
pumps up. If you consider CZ retail, then yes.
But there's still a lot of transactions, a lot of users. Like there's things going on BNB. Like they have a swap, they have tokens. You know, it is cheaper to use. Like I know it's not so much here in the U.S., but internationally, people are sending stable coins through the BNB network. Like there's actual people using it. Now whether or not the price is manipulated, I agree. It is manipulated. But there's a lot of users, a lot of use case, man. ETH, XRP, BNB, Solana, they're all plugged in and people are using them and it's moving, bro.
Bro. What up, bro?
But then
look at Avalanche. I think Avalanche is a great example. They kind of have both. Can I point you to a amazing DEX on Avalanche? No, I can't.
But you can point to
people are playing the games.
But you can point to the things that are doing well on it. You can point to the RWAs. You can point to the gaming.
Yes.
They also have a lot of stable coins. They have they're interconnected to other chains through the Cosmos SDK. You look on the other end of the river though. You got Cardano. What's their vertical? Give me one vertical that they're killing it. Just one. Give me one thing that Cardano is killing it.
Liquid staking.
That's it. That's your vertical.
Wait, did you just prove my point? No. Okay. Look,
if that's what you're hanging your hat on is the fact that you can unstake and stake at will. That's shit, dude.
Okay. Okay.
I can go. Okay, like you can ask me, and the top 20 projects, like what are they killing it in, and I'll give you an answer. I have no answer for Cardano. Retail is the answer. What are they killing it in? People at the barbershop like to talk about it. Shut the fuck.
People at the barbershop. Speaking of barbershop,
the tech is there. It's the tech is there. But for some reason,
retail doesn't care about the tech.
They need the stable coin. That's the thing.
Retail does not care about the tech.
Without stable coins, you got no DEX. Without no DEX and without no stable coins, you're not going to swap NFTs because what the hell are you swapping NFTs with? What are you going to go buy ADA on an exchange and then put it in a private wallet and then swap however many ADA tokens for their other NFT? Like, it's not going to work. Things need to be priced in dollars, right? Everything's priced in dollars. Nobody cares how much a barrel of oil costs in Zimbabwe's currency.
Or rupees.
Nobody cares. But everybody knows the price of oil in dollars. And so nobody cares how much an NFT costs in ADA tokens. It's just the reality of it, bro. And if you ain't got a solid stablecoin ecosystem, DeFi won't exist, period.
I think it's an inflection point for Cardano, man. It's got everything. It's got the tech. It's got this and that.
And then
I'll tell you something. If I am at the Cardano Foundation, or if I am a D-Rep, or I don't know, if I have any sort of sway, I am saying pick one. If you're going after retail like Solana, stop talking about your technological advancements and start pushing dApps that people want to use. If your thing is going to be, we spent all this time peer-reviewed, peer research, yada, yada, the tech is great, yes, then go after the people that care about that, because the Crypto Stevo, Sean Behringer, RustyBot, and me, the people who trade, the people who buy meme coins and shit, they don't give a shit about, it's been up for 8 years and it doesn't have this. They don't care. Example, Solana, it's been down 5 times. Do people still trade on it? Yes. Does it still lead in all metrics? Yes. Are people still minting meme coins on it? Yes. Because no one cares. They care about the experience. They care about making money. So if that's the people you're going after, change up your game plan. If it's not, pivot and go after what I believe they should be doing. So that's my thing. I think out of the 3 I mentioned, I think Cardano has the least amount of time. I think it's got 2 years. If it can't grab institutions, if it can't grab Bitcoin liquidity, if it can't grab the Bitcoin DeFi sector, by 2027, I don't know what to tell you, man. Come talk to me again in 2027. All right.
Although Muhammad did say, without no booster seat, there is no Rob. That's cold, bro. That's cold. You know, that's cold.
You got 2 super chats. $10 one said you're disqualified from being a cheerleader. And then $5 super chat said you're publicly traded behind the subway station. No idea what that means.
You know, I haven't done it in a while, but let's get a Ola train going. You know what Ola train is?
There's I bet you there's a lot of new people. We got 320 people watching. What is
Just do me a favor. We like to spam our own chat here. We haven't done it in a while. So if you have a keyboard like this, type OLA in it. If it's a digital one, pull that thing up. Type OLA. Put Ola in the chat. That's our slogan here. I want to see 1,500 Olas. How many Olas do you think we're gonna get? If we had
It's not even 1,500 people.
No, that's what I'm saying. You gotta write Ola like 5 times or something.
Yeah, I think we'll get like 50.
50 Olas?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna. There's no H in there.
Listen, there's a lot of
Sativa.
people,
There's no H in there. That's Españoles.
There's a lot.
We need a Portuguese
listen,
Ola.
There's a lot of hardworking people that watch our channel at work. I know my boy
Pull
Jaron,
up the keyboard.
My boy Jaron. I know he be at work.
Take your
working his
5-minute
ass
poopy
off.
break.
No,
and
he listens to us. So some people don't have the ability to do that. But to those of you that do,
Oh, look, we even got Rumble. Mike's over here dropping the Olas.
Mikester.
He's in there by himself though.
Yeah.
We need more Rumble community.
You know, I'm usually those of you that have been watching our show for a while, you guys know we like to take it broad. We like to cover a lot of different things, but I think today was
a whole lot of Olas.
I think today was a very important because a lot of our community, they hold these 3 coins. We've been talking about on our channel. I think it was important for us to have this conversation and kind of give our updated thoughts. Speaking of importance and people giving their updated thoughts, well, look who's back again. SBF is back from jail. GM, good morning, Rob.
Who got it? How do you get a prison phone?
Listen, it was clarified. It was clarified. No, SBF is not posting himself from prison. I'm a friend posting on his behalf. Who is the friend? Is it Gary Gensler?
Oh.
Or is it Elizabeth Warren?
It could be
Maxine Waters.
Not even joking. It could be P. Diddy.
What?
P. Diddy.
Oh, you think so?
They were cellmates. They were bunkies in prison. And SBF talked quite highly of P. Diddy.
You know,
and so who's the last person he was over there chit-chatting with? He probably
Dan, we told you to bring baby oil, not cucumbers.
Who is not in prison anymore? P. Diddy.
Wait, he's not in prison?
No, he got his. He did his. Where's P. Diddy?
Was he on home arrest?
I don't know where he's at, but he didn't catch all the charges that he got. I'm asking ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where is P. Diddy at? I don't know how to spell Diddy. Okay, where is
you
P.
don't
Diddy
know how to spell Diddy? Oh my God!
Is he currently in prison still?
I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell egg. It's crazy.
So. He's still in federal custody at the detention center in Brooklyn.
It could be Maxine Waters. She did blow SBF a kiss, remember? Blew him a kiss.
Probably blew more than never mind.
You're an idiot. You're a complete and utter idiot. Guys, I will be going live for the trading show in about 7 minutes. And so if you stay here, you'll be automatically redirected to the trading show. We're going to break down some charts. I'm going to take a look at some stats and metrics, look at an RSI heat map, and we'll also look at why I mentioned the bottom could potentially be in. And then we'll check back on QTO from yesterday. We talked about that new Solana perp dex. The team is what is it? What is the word I'm called? They're being accused of dumping.
Hold on. Wait a second. Stop the presses. Did you see this?
Stop the presses? You're so corny. What is that?
This is the Donald Trump just unveiled this. This is the presidential wall of fame. So all the presidents and their photos. Have you seen this yet?
No.
Yeah, you know what? Love him or hate him, Donald Trump. He's a funny guy sometimes. Okay, so this is all the presidential pictures, all the portraits down at the White House. They just remodeled this, so all
this picture is
and so there you go. You got Bush there. It's Barack Obama, and then there's Donald Trump the first go around, and then there's the auto pen.
You're fucking joking. Zero chance.
Swear to God,
that is not real.
That is
not real.
Oh my God.
No. Who posted that?
It's real.
No way, bro.
Look,
he puts every president, and then for Joe Biden, he puts an auto pen.
What is the official handle of
POTUS?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's no way, bro.
Yeah, this one's from it's all over the place, brother.
Okay, if it's true, the White House
it came from their official handle. It was like was it the 47th something or something like that? 47. What was it? Because he's the 47th president, right?
Yeah.
What's it like? White House? I don't fucking know. Oh, here, let's see. It's probably under the White House handle. They have all kinds of funny stuff on here. Yeah. White House.
Hold on. Play the whole video though. Make sure it wasn't. Oh my God.
What? There's Biden right there.
What a faux. Bro, this guy is a troll. My God. How disrespectful, bro. The guy was the president. Love him or hate him. He was the president of the United States, and he puts everyone's pictures, and he puts a fucking auto pen for Biden. Oh, my God. I kind of like it. It's funny. All right, I think we should end the show on that. That was pretty good. All right, Gina, roll the outro. Guys, if you want some trading, some charts, stay here. You'll be redirected. I'll be doing some live trading, some fundamental analysis in about 5 minutes. We'll see you on the other side. Love y'all.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.